I'm going to be explaining how you guys can get to 6,000 combat power really quickly in Throne of Liberty. Now, I started a day late on the fresh Hyperboost servers, but it took me 6 hours to get to level 55 and then 4 hours to get to 6,000 combat power. If you guys want to watch the full VODs, they are live on my YouTube under the live section. But it is really important that you guys get to 6,000 combat power in this game after you hit 55, because that's when all the good stuff starts. You can start entering 4-star dungeons to get to your 3 gear. You can start entering battlegrounds. You can enter Nebula Island when that opens up, and you will need 6,000 compound when the heroic raids open up. So getting to 6,000 should be your next goal after getting level 55. So let's jump into it and how you guys can get there really quick. All right, so the first thing you guys want to be doing is you want to be doing your main quest to get to 55. So if you're starting a fresh character, getting to 55 is your main goal. How do you get to level 55 is you just follow the main storyline. So it's going to be these chapters right here. Don't do anything else. No side quest, no nothing. If you just follow these chapters and do the main quest, you will get to level 55 within anywhere from if you never played the game before, probably like 8 hours, so like a full day will take you to get to 55. But if you've played the game before, it can take from anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, because doing the main quest is very important. Because the second thing that you guys want to be doing when you get to level 55 is completing your Path of Ascension. Path of Ascension, this is going to bring you to 6,000 combat power, and I'm going to explain you how. When you complete all of this, you're going to get all of these extra rewards. So it's very important that this should be your main goal after you get to level 55, is finishing your Path of Ascension. Once the Path of Ascension is done, you will be close between 5,000 to 6,000 combat power. Now, how can you edge it to get to 6,000? Once you complete this whole thing, this is how you're going to be gearing up. So your full gear after doing all of the Path of Ascension, you're going to get full epic T2 gear with traits. Now, this should be it, and then you should have an earring that you will also get later on from the Path of Ascension, which will also give you a max traded earring with max traded weapon. Now, next up is going to be your main focus is going to be your runes, because runes is a thing that boosts your combat power by a lot. Now, under the rune section, you will see once you are doing your hyper boost, you're going to be getting a bunch of rune chests, which will be leveling up your runes. Now, the runes chests are important, but the second most important chests are the Chaos Rune selection chests. So you will get Chaos Runes, but you will also get Chaos Selection chests. And I'm going to talk about why that's going to be important. Because what you're going to be doing is your runes should be around level 50. Now, I can get even more combat power. You guys can see my combat power right here. I have 6,055. I can get even more if I put runes that are higher level. So if I put level 64 runes instead, you will see that my combat power is suddenly going to go up by a lot. So if I put like the max runes here, you will see my combat power suddenly went up to 62 for just one piece. So I can potentially be 6,100 gear score right now if I put the runes on. But you don't have to do it. But if you really need to hit the 6k threshold, you can do it. But try to focus on runes that are actually helpful for you. But what is really going to help you boost your combat power is your Chaos Runes. You want to have one Chaos Rune in each of your gear piece. And why is that? A Chaos Rune is the same as over a level 80 normal rune. And you can only equip one per gear piece. So each of your gear piece, you want to make sure you have one Chaos Rune in every single gear piece you have. Now, when you see I have a bunch of Chaos Runes for doing the Path of Ascension. But if you are missing a Chaos Rune on a certain piece, you want to use the selection chest to open a Chaos Rune for that piece. So let's say you have Chaos Runes on everything, but not on your earring, because Chaos Runes are like basically based on each of your gear piece. If you don't have an earring, you want to open an earring Chaos Rune for your selection chest, so you can get Chaos Runes in every single gear piece. This is very important, because this is going to give you a massive combat power boost. In comparison, if you want to compare combat power real quick, you will see right now I have a 655 combat power with the Chaos Rune inside in just one gear piece. But if I remove that Chaos Rune and I replace it with a normal rune, which is like, let's say level 55, at 6,055 combat power, it takes me all the way down to 47. So each of these gear pieces, you're going to get like 50, 60 plus combat power by just having extra Chaos Runes. So you gotta make sure that you have a Chaos Rune in every single gear piece. So make sure you guys do that. Next up, your artifact should be full blue. Just do that real quick. You should have a bunch of artifact bosses by just completing. And then here's what everybody or a lot of people are making a mistake. Do not level up 3 weapons. only level up 2 weapons. This is extremely important because if you're leveling up 3 weapons, you are only getting enough weapon EXP to hit level 90, 91 on 2 weapons. Now, each level, let me show you guys. Each level of weapon mastery is 3 combat power. So I have 57, 55 right now. If I go to my weapon mastery and I level up my orb to 92, you will see my combat power went up to 58. Each level is 3 combat power. So if you can get close to 100 on each, I'm going to just do it for easy math. You can get 300 and 300 combat power. If you're leveling 3 weapons, they will not go to your combat power. Only the 2 weapons you equipped are going to be worked on combat power. So if I swap the wand and my wand was level like 30, my combat power will go down. So it's very important when you're leveling, only focus on 2 weapons to maximize combat power. If you're leveling 3 or more, that's GG. Next mistake I've seen a lot of players do, which is unfortunate because you kind of need these materials to get combat power, is your trait resonance. Yes. Each weapon, when you hit the trait right here, you will have a trait resonance effect down here. Underneath my camera right here, you'll see there's a trait resonance effect down here. Now, when you are enchanting gear for the trait resonance, it is extremely important, guys, that you guys don't use the full trait resonance effect. What do I mean with that? Let me show you. If I can have a weapon without the resonance, it's going to be kind of hard because I think everything has a resonance. But basically, when you are when you have triple traits on your gear, so every single gear piece that you have right now, you should put trait resonance effect on them, but use the chance resonance. Don't use the one that you select, because the chance resonance is going to cost 3 stones, while if you select the resonance you want, which is max HP or whatever, it's going to cost you 15, and you don't have enough resonance stones. So every single one, I know it's going to be terrible stats, but let's be real. You're going to replace this gear soon. Okay, all of this gear is eventually going to be replaced. So what you want to do right now is just try to get over 6k, and by doing that, you need to basically hit the chance resonance. 3 stones on this piece, and then I'll do the same on this piece, and I'll do the same on this next piece. On the chance resonance, don't select. And it doesn't matter. You can see all of these resonances are just random resonances. I got lucky on this one, but random because of the gear score. If you do all of these things, guys, that I said in this video, you should hit over 6,000 combat power. Now, is this optimal? No, but you need to be 6,000 to be able to run the dungeons so you can start working on your proper gear. Because at the end of the day, you want to have the correct stats. If you're still missing some gear score, you've done most of what I said, but let's say you messed up and you level 3 weapons instead, or you messed up and you don't have chaos runes, what you can do to make up for it is leveling up your weapon mastery. Because like I said, when it comes to weapon mastery, is every single level that you do, you get 3 combat power. So if you level your weapons, let's say you're missing 100 combat power, it's basically 15 levels on each of your weapons. And to get 15 levels, it's not that hard. You want to have Abyss contract tokens. You can buy more if you have from the battle pass if you need to. But you run the open world dungeons, which is going to be Birkint right now, with food buffs. And then you should be able to get that weapon mastery pretty quick. But this Path of Ascension should help you get 6k if you're using or equipping your gear correctly. And then when you're 6,000, guys, start running the co-op dungeons and start working with the T3 gear. All of these 3 dungeons, they are guaranteed T3 gear drop. You can't get T2 gear from them. So you can start working on better weapons at least inside of these dungeons. You can start running battlegrounds for extra rewards. You can eventually start doing your dimensional trials, but you need 6,100 gears for it. So this is going to be your second main priority. Hopefully that'll help you guys understand how to basically make sure you hit 6k. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's not always straightforward, but this video should make it straightforward on how you can maximize your combat power, equip to the highest level runes. It should be a piece of cake. And remember, guys, focus on 2 weapons, not 3. Thank you so much for watching. Check out this video right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.